So let's start. Today, uh, we are to see Shat Darshana. Should I start?
Yes, please start. Yeah.
Okay. Darshana means philosophy. Actually, all of us, we might be knowing it. Philosophy is Greek word, comes from philo means love, and Sophia means wisdom. So philosophy means love to wisdom. So Darshana means what? Philosophy or vision into reality. There are two types of Indian philosophy. Astika means orthodox, and Nastika, unorthodox. Astika means what? This branch of philosophies accepts authority of Vedas. They believe Vedas. And Nastika means this branch does not accept authority of Vedas. Is this philosophy, they don't accept the Vedas. In Nastika philosophy, Mimamsa, Purva Mimamsa, Vedanta, Uttar Mimamsa, Nyay, Vaisheshika, Sankhya, and Yoga. This philosophy comes under Astika. And in Nastika, Buddhism, Jainism, Sikhism, Harvak is pure materialistic. It comes under Nastika philosophy. Purva Mimamsa, founded by Saint Gemini. Word Mimamsa means to investigate completely. This book consists performance of rituals. This system is called Purva Mimamsa because it deals with earlier parts of Vedas. All of us, we knowing it, there are four parts in Vedas: Samhita, Brahmans, Aranyakas, and Upanishads. So, this Purva Mimamsa includes earlier part of Vedas. The main goal of Mimamsa philosophy is its insistence on a life of rituals as justified by Vedas. These rituals are capable of leading man to his highest goal, that is heaven. Now, second, Vedanta or Uttar Mimamsa, founded by Sesh Badarayan or Ved Vyas. This system of Uttar Mimamsa does not have specific founder since it is conglomeration of different schools of thought, the three main schools being Advaita, Vishishtadvaita, and Dvaita. The philosophical system of Uttar Mimamsa is also known as Vedanta. All these three schools of Vedanta have different teachers. Adi Shankaracharya is the originator of Advaita Vedanta. Ramajunacharya is the architect of Vishishtadvaita system of Vedanta. And Madhavacharya is the head of Dvaita system of Vedanta philosophy. So the three are the founder of concerned philosophy. It is important to note that all three teachers accepted the Vedas as valid compendium of knowledge. Next, Nyay. Nyay philosophy is founded by Sage Gautama. So Nyaya Darshana is collected with rituals of logic. It is theistic philosophy and pluralistic. God creates the universe from existing atoms in order to ensure that due results are provided to the souls based on their karma to be acquired in human life and means of receiving this knowledge. There are three types of karma: prarabdha, agami, and sanchita karma. What do you mean by these? Prarabdha karma is the portion of Sanchita karma which will fructify in this lifetime. Then Agami, the karma created in this lifetime. Some Agami fructifies in this lifetime while the balance joins the Sanchita whole. And Sanchita karma, the total karma accumulated by Jiva over previous lifetime. Simple example I want to give you. Now all the candidates are appearing for L1, L2. All of all of you are prepared for exam. That is our preparation is our Sanchit. Then when you are writing exams, when we are going to appear for exam, that is Agami. And once we have finished our paper, then that is our Prarabdha. Don't bother about result, whatever it may be. The next, Vaisheshika by Sage Kanad. Vaisheshika philosophy followed the Nyaya system closely, hence is often known as Nyaya Vaisheshika. This system recognizes seven padarthas or categories like substance, quality, action, generality, particularity, relation of inheritance, and non existence. This system is known for its atomic theory of evolution and for its handling of particulars, Vishesha. The Vaisheshika goal of life, in accordance with other philosophies, is to become free from karma, renouncing worldly desires and attain liberation by true knowledge. The next, Sankhya. Sankhya philosophy is by sage Kapila. Philosophy of right knowledge or philosophy of numbers. There are total 25 categories or principles in Sankhya philosophy. This is also known as dualistic, atheistic realism, and spiritual pluralism. Sankhya is dualistic philosophy and it has two metaphysical principles, Purusha and Prakriti. Purusha is principle of pure consciousness and Prakriti is principle of matter. Both Purusha and Prakriti are eternal and independent of each other. The Prakriti is comprised of three gunas, that is Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas. Since Prakriti is material cause of universe, so all the object in universe, living and non-living, physical, mental, are made up of Prakriti. Sattva guna is associated with qualities like happiness, pleasure, compassion, being good, and constructive. While Rajoguna is associated with qualities like pain, sufferings, and impulsiveness. And Tamas Guna is associated with qualities like inactive, lethargy, darkness, ignorance, negativity, and destruction. Here, I would like to give an example. Ravan. Ravan is having gunas like Rajoguna. Kumbhakarna. Kumbhakarna is like Tamas Guna. And Vibhishan, the brother of Ravan and Kumbhakarna. He, it comes under Sattva Guna. In Sankhya philosophy, only three pramanas as valid means of acquiring knowledge. These pramanas are pratyaksha, direct perception, anuman, inference, and shabda, verbal testimony. Sankhya philosophy propounds kaivalya or liberation from the birth, life, death, rebirth cycle as goal of human life. Kaivalya is an ultimate freedom for man from all the miseries and sufferings of human life. From where pain and sufferings comes from? There are three types from where this comes. Adhyatmic, Adi Bhautik and Adi Daivik. Adhyatmic means what? Intra-organic. Adi Bhautik, extra-organic. And Adi Daivik, extra-organic but from supernatural world. Adhyatmic from one's own body and mind. Example, desires, jealousy, greed, etc. It comes from our body and mind. Adi Bhautik from outside oneself but from natural world, like injury by snake, wild animals, sufferings from abusive words, etc. And Adi Daivik from supernatural world, natural disasters, flood, earthquake, rainfall, etc. Also, physical imbalance and mental imbalance. It also comes under Adhyatmic, intra-organic. Means imbalance of three dosha, vata, pitta, kapha. This is physical imbalance. And mental imbalance means grief, high expectations, jealousy. So all these physical and mental comes under Adhyatmic. The Sankhya philosophy is considered as theoretical yoga and yoga philosophy is considered as practical. Therefore, Sankhya, yoga and yoga always go together. Means yoga philosophy means what? Body postures, asanas, that is practical oriented, and Sankhya is theoretical oriented. So it is considered that Sankhya and yoga always go together. Yoga by Maharshi Patanjali. Yog Darshana, as represented by Yoga Sutras, was written by Maharshi Patanjali. These sutras propound Ashtanga Yoga or yoga with 8 limbs. These sutras are divided into 4 chapters. First, Samadhi Path, 51 sutras. Sadhana Path, 55 sutras. Vibhuti Path, 55 sutras. Kaivalya Path, 34 sutras. Total 195 sutras. These Ashtanga Yoga, yoga with 8 limbs, is classified as Yam, Niyam, Asan, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyan, and Samadhi. These 8 limbs are hierarchical in nature, that is, one leading to other anga. And the final goal is Samadhi. Samadhi path starts in second sutra with definition of yoga as Chitta Vritti Nirodha. All of us have gone through this shloka, Yoga Chitta Vritti Nirodha. It gives the 5 vrittis, namely Praman, right knowledge, Viparya, false knowledge, Vikalp, fancy or imagination, Nidra, deep sleep, Smriti, memory. Among other things, the Samadhi part deals with Abhyas, practice, Vairagya, detachment, Samprajanta, and Asamprajanta states. Ishvara and Ishvara Pranidhana, Pranava Japa, Om chanting, Antaryas, obstacles on the path of yoga, and their accompaniments. So, all of us have gone through this shloka and Pramana, Viparya, Vikalpa, Nidra, Spritaya. I think this is 5th or 6th shloka. Sadhana path starts with Kriya Yoga. Kriya Yoga means what? Tapa, Swadhyaya and Ishvara Pranidhana. And among other these things deals with kleshas. Avidya, Asmita, Raga, Abhinivesha, Dvesha. Methods Kriya Yoga, Dhyana, and Pratiprasava for eliminating the kleshas. Vibhuti part deals with definition of dharana, dhyan, and samadhi. The concept of sanyama, the various types vibhutis, supernatural accomplishment acquired by state of samadhi. Vibhuti pad, all the shlokas of dharana, dhyan, and samadhi. Sanyama. Sanyama means what? When all these constituents, dharana, dhyan, and samadhi, comes together, then it constitutes sanyama. The Kaivalya path is more philosophic in nature. It presents certain arguments refuting certain Buddhist philosophical doctrines, defines Dharma Medha Samadhi as the ultimate state of Kaivalya. Ashtanga Yoga of Patanjali is considered to be the most prominent all the time. This Ashtanga Yoga is most popular. 8 limbs are Yama, restraints or observances which govern the social equation of an individual. They are 5 in numbers, 5 yamas. Ahimsa, non-harming. Satya, truthfulness. Ashteya, non-robbing. Brahmacharya, moderation in sensual and sexual pleasures. Aparigraha, non-possessiveness. Ahimsa means only not non-harming, but don't use abusive words. This also comes under ahimsa. Niyama, restraints observances which govern the personal equation of an individual. These are shaucha, purity or cleanliness, both at level mental and physical level. Santosh, contentment. Tapa, austerities. Swadhyay, self-study. And Ishvara Pranidhan, surrender to God. Asanas, body postures. Patanjali says posture which is stable and comfortable in asana. There is shloka regarding asana. Sthiram Sukham Asanam. Pranayama. Prana means vital energy, life force, and ayam means to control. It is nothing but inhalation and exhalation, making it longer and settle. Pranayam shlok. Tasmin इव सति श्वासयो प्रश्वासयो गति विच्छेदः प्राणायामः. Pratyahara. Pratyahara means what? Nothing but withdrawal of our senses organ. Their preoccupation with their respective sense objects means to control and hold of our senses. Dharana. Dharana means concentration. To hold our mind on particular or specific object. Deshabandha chittasya dharana. Dhyan. Dhyan means meditation. It's continuous flow of concentration. Tatra pratyaikatanata dhyanam. Samadhi. Highest state of dhyan is samadhi. Spiritual absorption. Tasmin seva iti samadhi. I don't remember exactly the shlok of samadhi. I maybe forgot. There are 3 stages of samadhi. Sabija, Nirbija, and Dharma Medha Samadhi. Sabija Samadhi means with seed and Nirbija without seed. Dharma Medha Samadhi means Kaivalya, final stage. Also, again, there are two types in Sabija Samadhi, Samprajanta and Asamprajanta Samadhi. Samprajanta Samadhi is classified into Savitarka, Savikara, Ananda, Asmita. Asamprajanta Samadhi, Nirvitarka, Vitarka to Vikara. Nirvikara, Vikara to Ananda. Ananda to Asmita.
From exam point of view, only remember first three main
Ha,
of samadhi. That's more than enough.
ha. This slide is in detail, but I don't think इतना कुछ आएगा. हाँ. But for knowledge, just have look. Sabija Samadhi. This is Samadhi with seed, where there is an object of meditation in mind of yoga. The object of meditation is called Pratyaya in Patanjali's terminology. Within Sabija Samadhi, there are two subtypes, Samprajanta. This is Samadhi where the yogi is absorbed in the Pratyaya at particular level of consciousness. Samprajanta Samadhi can occur at each of four main levels of consciousness. These steps of consciousness progress from surface to innermost depth of consciousness. Savitarka Samadhi, Vitarka. This is consciousness of particulars. Savikara Samadhi, Vikara. Is this consciousness of archetypes. Ananda, this is consciousness of patterns amongst the archetypes where it is pattern that is focus on consciousness more so than the archetypes. Asmita, this is consciousness of, for lack of better term, wholeness. There are no divisions in awareness at this level of consciousness. As strange and absurd as it sounds to the Western mind, the level of consciousness is omniscient with respect to the relative worlds of becoming, but it's still nothing. Insignificant with respect to of Kaivalya. This is the state of being big fish in little pond of relative existence. Asamprajanta Samadhi. This is transition state between two levels of consciousness. Asamprajanta Samadhi are transition states as follows. Nirvi, Nirvitarka, Vitarka to Vikara. Nirvikara, Vikara to Ananda. Ananda to Asmita and Asmita to Nirbija Samadhi. Nirbija Samadhi means without seed, where there is no pratyaya. It is the most advanced form of Samadhi and leads to Dharma Medha Samadhi. Dharma Medha Samadhi. Dhananjay, can you read?
Yeah, 1 minute. Maybe you
Ha,
can just hide that this one.
ha. The last line, Dharma Medha Samadhi.
1 minute.
Dharma Medha Samadhi is unique. It is the transition state of the worlds of relative becoming and into Kaivalya. I think these types of Samadhi, Sabija, Nirmija Samadhi, Dharma Medha Samadhi, for candidates for level 1 and level 2, don't necessary. Just have a look for knowledge. But remember these types of Samadhi only, name only, Sabija, Nirmija, Dharma Medha, it's enough.